Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today on this absolutely beautiful Tuesday morning? Oh my goodness me, it is so warm already. It is going to be really, really hot today. So, Leather Bag Lady weather report. It was I don't know what it got up to last night, but it was stinky hot in my house last night. I actually had a neighbor who was walking by who asked if I needed an air conditioner. He had an extra one in his closet. And I just thought, nah, I do have air conditioners. They are just all wrapped up from previous season. Nobody lived in this unit until I purchased it a month ago. It'll be a month ago this weekend. So I thought I'm not going to unwrap the air conditioners just to wrap them all up again in a few weeks, but certainly needed the fan on last night. But anyway, we'll have a little story time after today's bag. So if you follow me regularly, you will maybe remember me chatting about the fact that I did not realize that the majority of the bags I thought were listed, the listing had actually ran out. I can choose to automatically renew the listings every quarter or to manually renew the listings. So I just get them automatically renewed. But I guess a whole ton. Oh, oh, one's a wish, two's a kiss. Well, I won't be getting that, so there better be a third on the way because that's a disappointment. And four, oh, there is a four. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, so I discovered when I was packing up my bag room that almost half of the bags that I had in my open shelving, thinking that they were active listings on Etsy, had ran out. So I have not been thrifting. I have not thrifted since May. I have a shocking amount of stock. And I decided that that is it. It serves no purpose financially for me to continue to thrift. And I'm actually quite surprised that I have not had more withdrawal. I haven't really missed it at all. Now, granted, I've had a lot of other things on my mind. But no, I mean, going to my storage unit is like thrifting because there are lawn bags full of bags that I have not seen in 3 years. So I guess that element of the hunt and never knowing what you're going to find, I am still experiencing that. So today's bag is a bag that I did list not that long ago because I do remember listing it, but it obviously did not automatically renew. So I am relisting it today. And it is a beautiful deep red Fossil. So I've dated this kind of Y2K. There is your Fossil branding. This is such a diversified little offering. You have a brilliant extra long strap, 25-inch strap drop. This type of adjustment hardware allows you to cut the strap in half, which is always a great thing. An extra wide front pocket. There is a zipper pocket behind it with another zipper pocket inside and the Fossil branding. Then you come to the main compartment, which is almost like an interior wallet. This is all card slots. Pen slots. Do not put pens in your bags, ladies. You know how I feel about that. Slip pockets, another zipper compartment, and then you've got a slip on the back. So there are 6 compartments in this little bag. Love the fact that the zipper opens all the way down to the bottom, but that they've supplied a gusset. Bella, a gusset for the items to not fall out. And there you go. Love the cotton on the back of the strap, leather on the front. Just Fossil has always been a superb quality in my book. I used to buy myself a watch every year because nobody was buying me gifts, so I guess I'm going to have to go back to that. I always got beautiful gifts, I will say that, albeit that I shouldn't have, but I did. Very generous, very generous. He who shall not be mentioned. Um, so there we go. Oh, I don't know if that has just, I think that just came off my hands just now. So it's a really cute bag. Very, very user friendly, very kind of daily driver-esque. So, stinky hot day today. Over 40 degrees, so I am not unhappy. Excuse me for blowing my nose on camera, but oh well. Real life, real life. I'm not upset at all that I will be heading to St. Catharines today. I have a counseling session in Grimsby this afternoon. I am an incredible advocate for counseling. I think as human beings, we should have a biannual, just like you get your teeth cleaned every 6 months. I think we should have access to somebody who's not family, friend, colleague, whatever, to be able to debrief, to deconstruct, to troubleshoot any personal family issues that you are dealing with. Because let's face it, you can't, I believe in counseling 100%. I think the biggest plus for counseling is it is a safe space to say what you need to say. Now, I am not the type of person that will hold back vocally, but that is not the norm. A lot of folks find it very difficult to speak their truth in front of the person who may or may not feel that it's valid or true or whatever. But to be able to get it out there and to kind of have it deconstructed by somebody who has some professional knowledge of how to do that. The whole point of counseling for me and the other was for us to kind of deal with this stuff in February when this all really kind of started, these kind of ups and downs. I took it a little more seriously, and I did go probably 3, 4, 5 times. Didn't feel in April when we got back from our vacation from the Dominican that I needed to go anymore individually, but absolutely still wanted that couples thing to happen, and it just never did. It got taken over by, the house sale and then, the kind of deconstruction of the marriage over the last couple of months. Since I sold my house, I think that's when the majority of this really took a turn. And I've shared with you already that I fully intend to get some legal information so that I can advocate on the behalf of women like myself in my mid-50s who, brought assets into a marriage and had absolutely no clue what that meant for me financially, personally, as far as taxation is concerned. It absolutely was to my detriment financially. And, if I had known then what I know now, I would never have gotten married. I mean, let's face it, it's a piece of paper. It really is a piece of paper. Wear a ring, be committed, which absolutely. But do you need to get married? No. I had a very, very small income, but I had a home. So it was, it was always in the back of my mind that home was going to provide for me in the future. And that is essentially what is happening. Would I have sold my house when I did? Probably not. I don't regret selling my house, but I am now in a position where, I'm not sure where I'm going to go for 4 months out of the year. I've spent money on things that I never intended to spend money on. So, the usability of that money for investment purposes for me as, a senior approaching, has been diminished significantly. So all of those things need to be thought about, and I fully intend to be that voice via this application, to just kind of give my sisters out there a fully informed set of situations that they may or may not find themselves in, so that they can prepare. If you still want to move forward in a marriage situation, make sure you are prepared for that. And I don't know what that looks like, because I don't know anything. So I am going to get some legal information so that I am not talking out of my ass, because that does nobody any benefit. But I am certainly going to find out what the parameters are around, the different layers of deconstruction that a marriage and the failure of a marriage will present to you. There's elements of deconstruction to your life, even if you're happily married, financially. And then there's a huge bucket load of dangers that could befall you if you were to, not be successful in that marriage. Now, we have so far been, we've stuck to the premise that we spoke to each other about, that we would, just take our toys and go, albeit things have started to get a little bit more negative than I ever imagined. So I feel that I maybe need to be a little bit more careful than I originally thought I would need to be if I ever found myself in this situation. But that is just the reality. Nobody is out to get anybody, but I'm certainly not going to set myself up for a disaster moving forward. If this is it, final, done, end, then I don't want any of this coming back to bite me in years to come. So that is, I'm kind of reaching out right now to see if I can find somebody who will, sit down with me and kind of go over the legal, financial implications of, marrying in your 50s when you bring assets into the marriage. If you work full time, if you don't work full time, what each other's legal responsibility is to each other. And then the eventuality that you decide to not go the traditional route in any type of separation situation, which is what we had decided. I'm not so sure that's gonna, I don't know. I have a very strong feeling that there are some underpinnings. There are some other players involved in this situation now that may be a little bit more determined to scratch some of those original promises we made to each other. Just, if there was ever a split or whatever, never in a million years did I think that would happen. But so I am going to absolutely become the poster child for the poster menopausal midlife woman for that situation, because if I had known then what I know now, I would never have gotten married. Does not mean that I would not have continued my relationship, because I think probably that's what we should have done. But, we did what we did, and it was done, with excitement and love. And anyway, it never in a million years thought I'd be here. It was just over a year ago. Why would I do that? Why would I put myself through all this shit if I knew that it was just a fly-by-night decision to marry and whatnot? So anyway, I have packed the car up with all the stuff for my show on Thursday. It has poured rain for a moment, so I've bug sprayed myself because I got eaten alive yesterday morning doing this video with you. They must be coming up in between the boards of my deck. I've got some stuff to put inside because the deck here is still quite full of things that have yet to be placed. And I'm just going to enjoy an evening with my folks. Tomorrow is going to be a full day. I'm hoping that I can, have some visits with some people. And then Thursday, I have my show. I then have an investment meeting with First Ontario Credit Union. I have managed to save a little bit of extra. I had intended to put much more in an investment because that is my retirement. I am going to be going back to work, but I'm not sure it will be in a full-time capacity. I have arthritis in one of my ankles, and it actually hasn't been as bad as it has been in the past, but it still gets very angry at me if I'm on my feet all day. So working every day, all day, I'm not sure I would be able to do that. And I'm certainly not going to live for the next 10 years, 15 years in like massive pain. I don't mind a little bit, but yeah, I don't have any intentions of doing that. That's no quality of life at all. So I will upload this probably at my parents' later on this evening. I have listed it now with just a couple of photos. I find that if I don't overload my listing with pictures, there is just enough internet connectability here at my trailer that it will upload at least. So it's at least visible on Etsy. And then when I get to my folks later this evening, I will upload the rest of the pictures. I will upload this video. I started photographing for the Shop at the Shed yesterday, but did not realize that the Perked Pierogi closes at 3, not 4 on a Monday. So I didn't get that finished, but I can finish that at my parents' tonight or even tomorrow morning. I will be probably walking with, oh shit, that reminds me, I got to put my running shoes in my bag. Because I'll be walking with my mom in the morning, probably not Thursday because I do have to get myself ready for my show. And then on my way home, I will visit Pamela, my girlfriend at the credit union, and speak with her investment guy. And then I will come back up here for what hopefully will be a fun-filled weekend. I spoke to you yesterday about how I feel about long weekends. I hate them on my own anyway. But there's lots of people here. There's a dance, there's a this, there's a that. I'm going to volunteer at the fall fair in September, hoping that I can, make some connections and get to know some people in town. Everybody is so friendly. They really are. It's a great little spot. And I will still be connecting with you. I will still be listing and all that jazz. So moving towards getting more regulated in what I'm doing, more consistent, and just having a ton of fun with you guys. And again, just so overwhelmed with the support. I really, really, really appreciate it. And that's about it for today. So have a great day, everybody, and I will talk to you tomorrow for Shop at the Shed. Bye.